Hey guys, this is Sean with Cast Iron Winery. We're going to go through a couple of our wines today. This is a virtual wine tasting with me, one of the owners, while my lovely wife Chelsea holds the camera. Enjoy! Alright guys, we're going to go walk through the Lilo right now. So, fun story about Lilo. It was named after my mom and stepdad. They lived here on property for many years, and they made me a very generous offer to buy the land from them. And because of the generous offer, we felt it necessary to name the wine after them. It represents the first two initials of both of their names. Now, as we get into the wine, once you swirl it to really kind of take a look at it, when I smell it, it reminds me of wildflowers, and it really reminds me of Texas wildflowers. Imagine an April rain when you're out there taking pictures in the bluebonnets and Indian paintbrushes. That's exactly what the smell reminds me of. Definitely some herbal qualities to it. Now, when you taste it, I mean, it is a sweet wine. Definitely get some sweetness. Tastes like grape juice with a touch of green apple. Then you do finish with just a touch of basil, maybe some green bell pepper. But that's our Lilo. That's our sweet Trebbiano, and then we'll continue on to some other grapes later on. All right, next wine up, we're going to do Sunday Traffic. It's a Tempranillo Mourvedre blend on a very dry rosé. And if you guys aren't familiar with I-10, when you're coming back from Austin or San Antonio into Houston, I-10 backs all the way up to us out here in Sealy, Texas. So the traffic is something I can see from my porch in the middle of the day while it's hot outside and while I enjoy this wonderful dry rosé. So with the two blends, you get nice little strawberry notes, little peach and pear in there as well. And the strawberry definitely comes through on the flavor profile. But followed up with just a little bit of cranberry. It's got a nice little tartness. It really kind of gets you back there. But the hotter it is, the better this tastes, and the more time you have to do nothing with, the better this wine is. It's a nice slow drinker by the pool. All right, guys, another wine we're going over. We're going to do the Austin County Line. Austin County Line named for the fact that everything in here was done and grown and came from the wonderful county of Austin County, right here where we're at. And we're the last exit in Austin County. These grapes here were grown at Darst Vineyards, just on the Austin County Line side, right next to Washington County. Darst Vineyard provided me with the grapes, did a wonderful job. They're still very young grapes, so let's dive in. So what you're going to get when you get to Blanc de Bois, you're going to have a very, very floral, heavy nose. Absolutely. Lots of peach, lots of stone fruit. Touch of almost Fuji apple, not so much green apple that you typically associate with Sauvignon Blanc. So much going on in the nose. It's fantastic. I also smell apple blossom, but that's just me. Definitely start to get some of the green apple, maybe some underripe, green grape. If you ever get one of those little sour ones at the grocery store, it's kind of what I get hints of there. Not a whole lot of herbal qualities that I typically associate with Blanc de Bois. Definitely a lot of fruit characteristics. Green fruits is really what I kind of stand out here. But it's very delicate, very light wine, easy beach wine here in Texas. It's a fantastic little river wine. But that's what we have for the Austin County Line Blanc de Bois. Thank you, Paul Darst, for this. All right, guys, Austin County Line Black Spanish. So if you don't know, Austin County Line represents wines that are done completely here in our county, which is Austin County. Sealy, Texas is located in Austin County. So these grapes actually came out of two vineyards. Mark and Lisa Jensen have a vineyard right up by Brenham on the Austin County Line side, as well as Colonel Jim Brooks just up the road, who has been a monumental influence on me and the trajectory we have here. 100% Black Spanish. which is a very cumbersome grape to make into quality wine. I stumbled upon a couple of secrets early on by making mistakes, which is how some of the best things are done. So this wine is going to hit you. There's a lot going on at the nose. It smells like it smells like a tobacco store. When you say tobacco, this is rich of tobacco. Tobacco, leather, just all of the darkest, reddest fruits you can think of. Think about a plum just a day before it gets done, too ripe to even eat. That's about where this is at. Blackberry cobbler, just something so concentrated in every little flavor and nuance it has. And you know what? All those flavors on the palate, they work together. You get a little bit of acidity at the back end, but everything just kind of dances together. It's actually quite, all the flavors are there, they're pronounced, but nothing stands out. There's no star of the show there. It's a really high quality, balanced wine. And that's the Austin County Line Black Spanish. We're reviewing Dolcetto. This is a Texas High Plains grape. Comes from a vineyard near Tokyo, Texas. Blackberry, dewberry notes. Definitely hold on the nose. Touch of spice. Nice round mouthfeel. It doesn't linger too long, but you still get those blackberry notes, very jammy qualities, but not a very lingering effect. An extremely light wine that's enjoyable almost at any time. This one does not require a meal to go with. Wonderful. This is one of my favorites right now. All right, we're going to review the Mark Zinfandel. So here at Cast Iron Winery, the people who influenced us the most are the ones that we want to make memorable. So this building was built by hand, and my father, Mark, was very influential in doing a lot of the electrical work and plumbing work. When it came time to do those things, he also helped out a ton in various other projects around the winery. So I felt it necessary to name a wine after him. This is 100% Zinfandel. This is Texas High Plains Zinfandel from Diamante Doble Vineyards. What you're gonna get some tobacco. Very, very dark, almost baked fruits, very concentrated flavors in there. There's a slight burn due to the higher alcohol content that comes with this wine. However, it's got a very, very lingering finish that kind of dances with all of the little flavors in there. It's a nice little peppery beginning, moves into some fruit, and finishes with a little green bell pepper, and then comes back to just really solid black pepper finish. It's very well balanced and constantly fluid while it's still on the palate. So wonderful wine. This one I definitely recommend just about any good old Texas food. Burgers and barbecue. This is what Zinfandel's for. Reviewing the Petite Sirah. Now, we try to stay as true to Texas as possible. However, when I get the opportunity to get my hands on something very, very high quality, I'm not going to pass this up. So these grapes are actually grown in Paso Robles. A couple quick things about this. This is an unfiltered wine. So outside from racking it to remove it from the sediment that is set to the bottom, there has been no filtration process, which adds to some of the robust qualities on it. On the nose, you definitely get chocolate, caramel, almost like a cooked raspberry. Wow, that's a big wine. Little cedar notes. The chocolate definitely comes through. Caramel's a little muted in there on the nose though. This is a very, very heavy wine. Definitely recommend this with a very, very heavy dinner with lots of people around. Anyway, Petite Sirah. Sweet Firefly Red. So Texas High Plains is where the grapes are coming from for this. This is currently, wow, black pepper on there. This is currently Merlot grape, sweetened after fermentation. Very decadent beginnings with the sweetness, almost like a chocolate cake is decadent without the sugary aspects. But you do definitely get nice boysenberry finish with a touch of dark cherry right there. You know, this is a great one for gatherings where you have many people, or just you and your husband, and one of you likes sweet wine and one of you likes dry wine. Start sweet and finishes dry. It's a great wine for all occasions.